Stop with these Twitter things. What's going on, everybody? This is Patrick from Porter's Unboxings, as you know. Today, guys, I got a little bit of a rant, kind of. But I can't do this without a special guest. We're going to be talking about Triple H, Bray Wyatt, who is the Wyatt Six. I can't do this alone without my special guest on the first time ever on my channel. It is my best friend from high school. Dun, 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 dun. He's got the whole world
in his hands. He's got the whole wide world.
And you're probably asking, who is this? Let's see.
In his hands, he's got the whole world. Let me in.
Let me in.
What's up, man? It's been too long, man. It's been too long. The WWE has amazingly got me back into being a big fan again. Obviously, I've always liked it, but it just wasn't the same. And then I know you didn't talk about him on your intro, but they brought Braun Strowman back, and that kind of really dug me back in. When they lost him, I was pretty upset. I know, and you know that we always talked a lot on Braun Strowman on WWE, but first off, man, let me just put in there, man. Triple H has done a great job. I mean, Vince McMahon hit the curb. He's gone, and Triple H.
Let's introduce who you actually are.
My name's Ryan Walterman, and Patrick and I had class together in high school. We talked all the time back in high school, still talk. But yeah, I had to drag that out. I don't want people to know who I was right away. I'm not Braun Strowman. I'm not Bray Wyatt, unfortunately, as much as I wish I was.
Dude, why did you bring back the Fiend, man?
Dude, I should have brought back the Fiend. I'm sorry, but no. Anyways, yeah, it's good to do this with you, man. I know it's been a long time coming, so I'm excited for it. But
we were supposed to do this a year ago, and things went off and on that we couldn't. But
yeah, but here we are now, and I couldn't think of a perfect time to do it, man.
With Extreme Rules behind us and the best return, I think, since Punk's return. Except we're not here to talk about Punk. We're talking about he's got the whole fucking world.
Hell yeah, he does.
I mean, did you see did you see like Abby the Witch?
Honestly, I mean, it's just crazy, dude.
They're people now. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I mean, I'm glad that they're actually people. Braun Strowman's actually. I keep saying Braun Strowman. Shit, who even knows? Braun Strowman might be part of the Wyatt Six. Nah, Bray Wyatt has came in, and honestly, one of the biggest pops I would like to think that I've ever seen in WWE. I mean, that was such a huge pop. And yeah, I mean, I think the best thing that did it for me was the little video on the screen of being the fire. We're really glad that you're our friend. Yeah, that thing being absolutely just destroyed to pieces.
That's like one of the creepiest theme songs and nicest theme songs.
That song is on Spotify, and it hypes me up when I'm having a bad day. But like, I don't know, because I feel you, man. It's such a weird theme song for WWE to have.
I know.
So I wish he'd bring it back, but I don't know if he will.
Okay, so well, first of all, guys, we're going to talk about Bray Wyatt, the big story coming out of Extreme Rules. But Ryan, he has all these personas. Do you think we're going to see each and every one of them now? Or
yeah. Go ahead.
Or like the Wyatt Six. He has 6 different personas. Do you think that these people are going to show off his different personas? We got the Eater of Worlds in Bray Wyatt, but do you actually think the people are going to see the puppet people as Bray Wyatt throughout the years?
That's a great question. First, what I was getting at was I thought you were saying he's gonna play all 6 characters in a different way, which is interesting because we don't really know what's gonna happen. Guys, if you're new to WWE, if you're trying to figure out what's going on, Bray Wyatt has come back, he's returned, but at what cost? Because he's brought 5 other costumes with him, and they're not like puppets now. They're actually, like Patrick said, real life people. So obviously, we're gonna talk about who we think each person will be, but yeah, I think it's really awesome that they're in human form now, and I
Yeah,
do think that each one of them is gonna have their own thing. Like obviously, you saw the Fiend, and I thought that was funny as hell as everyone started clapping when the Fiend came out, and there's guys, that's clearly not him. But like I thought it was great when the Fiend came out. I think it was like first row or something. They were just showing the light on him. But yeah, I think that the Fiend is gonna have to do something with it. I wouldn't say like Husky and Mercy, for instance, are going to be playing a big part, but definitely they'll be with Bray and part of the Wyatt Six, obviously. But I do like how they're in human form now.
guys, the match of the year we can get now is Mercy the Buzzer versus Rambling Rabbit.
Hell yeah!
Mercy the Buzzard was Rambling Rabbit was pissed off every single week on the Firefly Funhouse. This is his revenge.
I did.
Why? Oh, why do you hate me?
Special guest referee Huskus the Pig.
Oh, jeez. Dude, Husky versus a bag of chocolate.
Hey, that's what you need. That's what everyone needs.
Homer Simpson versus Huskus the Pig.
Yes. Dude, WWE can go whoever they want with it. Freaking Family Guy. Peter Griffin versus Mercy the Ballard.
So, now we're going to talk about who is in the Wyatt Six.
First off, Patrick, before we say this, just want to let you guys know this is our guesses. This isn't true. It might be true, but it's just a guess. It's a prediction.
It's not a prediction, and it's not a spoiler. Ha! Screw you, Paul. But no, I love Paul Heyman to death. I love his work with Roman Reigns, and we will get in to the match of the year, but that's not. But that's not right now. But okay, so predictions. Bo Dallas is in it.
Yeah, so I think we should start off with saying like each character, so we can go with the Fiend first, and 100% that's Bo Dallas. If it's not, I would be surprised. Not only did it look like him, the day after WWE came out saying Bo Dallas is returning to the WWE,
Yes.
and it's just so funny because obviously Bo Dallas is Bray Wyatt's brother, I'm pretty sure, so
Yes.
it would make sense. I know that before when Bo was there, obviously you had to Bo leave because they weren't together. He was part of the B team.
Oh, leave. Exactly.
Did Bo leave? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
But yeah, I think that he's definitely the Fiend. I mean, I think it just makes the most sense. I don't know why he wouldn't be. I mean, he fits the structure for it. He looks like Bray, except I would like to think Bray's probably a little bigger than him. But I mean, yeah, 100% Bo Dallas. I'm glad that we both agreed on that, and I will be very shocked if they take off that mask whenever they reveal, and it's not Bo Dallas.
And it's weird that they both got released, and they were super pissed.
Yeah,
They're brothers, and they got released years apart, but they're still pissed. But
exactly.
Okay. Who in the world can fit Huskus the Pig?
Huskus the Pig. So, I think a lot of words going around, but if you've been watching all the WWE shows, Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, all the QR codes had to do something with Joe Gacy. And I truly believe that Joe Gacy is underneath Huskus the Pig.
So you think he's making his debut as Huskus?
I mean, he just looks like a Wyatt family member.
Yeah. Guys, I'm not really back in. I haven't really continue watching NXT after the Adam Cole versus Gargano match at NXT 25. No one really knew what NXT 2.0 is at all. So now that Triple H is back in charge, I will be watching the Halloween Havoc. But if that show is bad, you can sign me off of NXT for good.
You better believe I'm done watching NXT.
Dude, I mean, you don't know how many years I watched NXT from 2015 to 2019. Actually, the last match I've watched was Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano in 2020. That was the last good match. For the past 2 years.
On SmackDown, dude. I've never really gotten to NXT and all that stuff. I just like Raw and SmackDown and the pay-per-views.
Don't watch. Do not watch.
I think of it like this, man. You watch the Cardinal baseball. Do you watch the minor league team? No. That's what you got to think of it as.
So, okay, so Joe Gacy, Bo Dallas.
They also, in the QR code, if you actually did a lot of digging, if you took out one of the numbers and like put it into one of those like number finders, it actually spelled out Gacy. So I feel like Joe Gacy has to do something with them. Are you agreeing with Joe Gacy as well?
Yeah. So,
okay.
I can't believe this. It's actually a real phone number. If you guys search up the phone number of it from Bray Wyatt a couple weeks ago, that was in the stupid voicemail of Bray Wyatt. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm scared to death, man. But he was actually saying, like, it seemed like he was saying Echo, Delta, Primo, Echo, Shield. Like, there's no way Shield coming. There's no way Jon Moxley is signing with WWE. That's the worst decision ever again. But no, Jon Moxley has re-signed a 5-year deal with AEW, so you have nothing to worry about. But I also hear Renee Young has also signed with AEW, so
a little bit of that AEW news from Patrick Porter.
So Joe Gacy, Bo Dallas. Who is Abby the Witch?
Abby the Witch. Okay, so if you watched Extreme Rules, you could see that when they showed Sister Abigail, there was a little desk next to her with 2 championships. And it had me thinking either Liv Morgan or Alexa Bliss, because I think one was the Raw Women's Championship. The other one, I had no idea. But I'm pretty sure that Alexa and Liv both won both of them. So, as crazy as it sounds, Alexa Bliss, she put out on Twitter, like, welcome back, like, happy to see you again. And she was eyeing at Sister Abigail. I'm going to go with Liv Morgan, though. I think that Liv Morgan has such more of a storyline here. I mean, you should have seen her in the match where she lost. She was getting strangled or whatever Ronda beat her by. She's actually grinning, and you can see her that she's laughing at the end. And that's something Bray Wyatt was totally exactly. And that's something Bray Wyatt did too. Now, I know a lot of people are going to think that's Alexa Bliss, but for me, I'm going to go Liv Morgan. I just think she's in that dark place right now where she could be Sister Abigail.
I mean, it's about goddamn time that she turns heel. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, if you guys liked Liv Morgan's style reign, I liked it when she won the briefcase. When she won the title, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. It was dog crap.
Yeah, it wasn't. You wanted to be a heel. This is gonna be good for the WWE.
Dude, like I've been saying for weeks or years for Dominic Mysterio, you need to turn him heel. You need to get out of Mysterio's shadow, and now Mysterio is heel, and Liv Morgan might be turning heel. So they are not pulling off the Alexa Bliss with Braun Strowman from Extreme Rules 2020. What a goddamn show that was. Oh my God. Do not watch Extreme Rules.
Don't do it.
folks.
You want Extreme Rules? Watch it. Watch that one.
Yeah, if you want to die for 3 hours, watch Seth Rollins puke when he takes out Mysterio's eye, and watch an awful swamp match with Braun and Bray.
I mean, you put it in a nutshell. There. Now, who do you think is under Sister Abigail?
I was going to say if she didn't sign with AEW, Paige.
Oh wow!
But
okay.
not now that that's not happening anymore. What about? I mean, they could do this. They could do this. Maybe it's a real. They're not released. They walked out. Sasha Banks or Naomi.
I mean, that's a gander, man. I think it's quite surprising that you didn't go with Bliss or that I didn't go with Bliss because I feel like in some way or another, WWE is going to get Bray back with Alexa just because that was such a good connection back in 2020 before he, was kicked out of the company because Vince McMahon. But I think that Alexa Bliss, I mean, even her tweeting something about "I'm happy to see you again" with Sister Abigail, it has to do with something.
It's probably Bliss, probably, but
probably Bliss.
I think the main reason why he got released, and I'm not saying this for people to unsubscribe from me at all, but first of all, I know Vince gave us WrestleMania and Survivor Series and all this crap, but Brody Lee passed away in December of 2020, and you release him in 2021 because he's not there, because Bray is not there. Dude, he's coping for his friend that he lost for 15 years, or for even more. That is on Vince and only Vince. I can't believe in, let's see, August, September, October. In 3 months, Triple H has made WWE better to watch. I mean, it brought you back into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have Huskus the Pig Boy. We have Abigail. Who is Mercy the Buzzard? Oh my God.
So Mercy the Buzzard. And honestly, I don't want to go off of now. There's a lot of people saying that those people were actually so say for instance like Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan is actually Sister Abigail. There's a lot of people saying that those two people weren't actually underneath Sister Abigail last Saturday. They think it was just some random people underneath it. So there's too many people going into detail trying to stop Extreme Rules and trying to really look at those details, see who it is. But I don't think you can really tell who it is. However, on Mercy the Buzzard, we believe, and this might be a long shot, but I think it makes sense because I know that they had some history before he left, but you can call him Happy Corbin, Baron Corbin. I think it is underneath Mercy the Buzzard.
You think Baron Corbin, a guy who went away with JBL, is Mercy the Buzzard?
I do. I mean, listen, there's been so many returns. I mean, hell, we even get an Elias next Monday. So, I mean, there's been so many returns from Triple H. It wouldn't put it past me. I mean, he hasn't been on the show in so long. It would make sense. He's got the same, he's like tall. So it would make sense as well. But there's also another name that's really been bringing people around is T-Bar, which I could also see being as well.
And, okay, so let's say it is Baron Bum-Ass Corbin. Do you think he has hair? Or is he Kurt Angle bald?
Oh, okay. I would go bald probably, but he would have a beard, is my guess.
Okay. And if you guys didn't know, during Wyatt's entrance, he paid tribute to Brody Lee.
Yes, he did. That was awesome.
When he opened the door, that is how Brody Lee told us, "I am the exalted one," and I will. Yeah.
And you saw the blue lights as well. I mean, if you watched AEW, I know this isn't an AEW rant talk, but in AEW when he came out, it was always a blue light, and obviously the blue light meant something to Bray, and I think that Bray is always going to come out with that blue light, especially depending on what character he comes out as. I think the blue light has to be something with him.
I mean, I'm trying not to get upset or cry about this, but guys, Brody Lee has been almost gone for 2 years.
It's a tough topic to get back
Yeah.
his head around. But you can bet your money on it that Bray Wyatt will definitely be doing things to remember Brody Lee by. So,
okay. Do you think, in any shape of source, do you think one of those characters is Eric Redbeard Rowan?
that's funny that you asked that because thinking Eric Rowan was actually the rabbit guy. I forgot his name. Ramblin' Rabbit. I really do think that that's him. I mean, I know it sounds so weird, but I don't think Bray Wyatt comes back by himself. I think he brings someone with him. And I know that Brody, who was it? I think it was Brody. There was someone like, obviously it was part of the storyline, but they were having a feud and they didn't want to be part of the family anymore. And I don't think Eric ever did that. I thought Eric was always by his side no matter what. And I think it would make sense to bring him back. And again, I know I sound like a broken record here, but Triple H keeps surprising us with so many new people.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be surprising to see Eric Rowan underneath the bunny mask.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, this past month has been we got Dexter Lumis, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. Everybody that was fired in 2021, besides Keith Lee, is back.
We got the Gallows brothers, Anderson and Gallows as well. The OC.
I read that Monday morning, and I said, no way.
I read it Monday morning, too, and I was very surprised how early they came back. I was like, okay, they're coming back, so give it a couple of months. Nope, I ain't talking about you. And here comes Anderson and Gallows.
So what, I mean, if you want to talk about Bray Wyatt more, or do you want to talk about, I mean, we've already established it, but do you want to talk about the Triple H returns and how Triple H has taken over the company? Or we'll talk about this too. Brock Lesnar coming out of nowhere.
So obviously, I think we already did enough talking on Bray Wyatt. And folks, just the last thing to say, I'm not sure when you're going to upload this, but watch SmackDown Friday night because he's returning. And we don't know what the hell is going to happen because it's Bray Wyatt. You never know with him. But all I can tell you is I think that Wyatt 6 will be with him. Now, do you think that they're going to be revealed that quickly? I don't think they will.
No.
Maybe we'll get one reveal per week, but I don't think they're all going to be revealed at once.
No, I mean... and to point this out, I'm uploading this tonight. So the point is, how many QR codes did we get throughout the weeks?
Oh, yeah, hang on. Let me stop you there. We've got to talk about this bull crap. How are you going to bring the man back on Saturday and then not bring him back? You know how many people were watching Monday Night Raw strictly for him? And then they bring a little...
that!
Yeah.
Dude, I would have turned off Raw 2.5 hours in.
He gave us a promo. Which I had no idea what the hell it meant, but he gave us the promo. Something in what you are.
Revealing what you are, yeah.
Revealing what you are, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I would say it's cool that we get the promo, but and even the littlest thing they could have done was at least maybe not bring Wyatt back, but bring one of the Wyatt 6s out there to do something stupid. Like, maybe turn off the light for a second and maybe reveal, like, someone, not obviously take off the mask, but, like, just show one of the characters in some sort of way or the other. But Damn, they couldn't even do that, man. So I'm sure Friday's gonna be special. I'm gonna have to watch it like Saturday or something. I know that we're both pretty busy on Friday night, unfortunately, but hopefully he does something crazy.
The Friday that I don't want to be busy, I'm busy.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be so hard for me not to look at my phone because I'm sure I'm gonna get updates and stuff, and I'm sure he's gonna do something outrageously really cool. But I don't know. I mean, it'll be exciting. Now, do you think that he'll do something at the very end of the show, or I think it'll probably be towards the end?
Yeah. I mean, why would he? I mean, besides Roman Reigns is actually what we're going to go into next. But Roman Reigns kicked off Raw. Roman Reigns wasn't on the show later, so Bray Wyatt has to do either something in the middle of the show or at the end because we're talking about it now. We've been talking about it all weekend. He has to be doing something big.
Yeah, and folks, if you don't think that he's actually going to be there, if you look at the latest QR code, the Howdy one, it says JNV, which absolutely means 10/14/22, which is the date of Friday Night SmackDown. So he's definitely going to be there some sort way or the other. And also, if you actually went if you went a couple of days ahead of time and you looked at the Friday Night SmackDown, like if you go on Hulu, whatever the heck you have, and you fast forward all the way to Friday, it actually says Bray Wyatt makes his return Friday Night SmackDown.
Huh.
Yeah. So
I did, and it's the same day as Halloween ends. So
maybe we'll see Michael Myers versus Bray.
No, but talking about the QR codes and speaking about the YS6, and you said about the reveals, how many QR codes happened before his return? I think like week after week after week. I think we're going to be doing the same thing with the YS6. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So I think we're going to be getting somebody in a few weeks, and then somebody, and then in a few weeks until they're all out. But Bray Wyatt, okay, so now that Bray Wyatt's back, oh my God, we need such a. But now that Bray Wyatt's back, what are the QR codes actually mean anymore? Do you think they're for the YS6?
I mean, I think I'm hoping, hope to God I'm right, that was the last QR code we saw because he's back. And obviously that QR code was saying, I'm going to be coming back like Friday, watch Friday Night SmackDown. And if there's another QR code Friday, I'm going to be a little upset because I think at this point it should be done with. We all know what's happening. Unless those QR codes lead to like who's under the mask. I don't want to find out by some stupid QR code either. I want to find out like at the actual match. So even if it's not a match, even if they come out and do some shady stuff, I don't want to find out. I'm done with the QR code. But I think we did a lot enough about Bray Wyatt talking. Lesnar come out of nowhere, man, and he just is like, no, man, like it's so cool to have him come back. I mean,
as
what do you think's gonna happen?
As long as he's not after Roman Reigns, I don't care. I didn't care when he was facing Roman Reigns 9 times. Hell no. But now I actually care about Lesnar. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but it just seems like he has some unfinished business with Bobby Lashley, and I'm hoping that's what it is. But now I'm worried now because Bobby Lashley doesn't have any titles. He lost the Universal Champion. The U.S. United States Championship because Brock Lesnar fired him 78,000 times. This man's like, oh, ring the bell. Like, what are you doing? Like that was common sense. Like, you didn't even have to know what WWE. You didn't have to know what it was to figure out that he was going to lose that match.
I mean, I love Seth Rollins' drip, so I'm glad that he actually won the title. Dude, I love Bobby Lash. I mean, Bobby Trashley, but yeah. But his title reign was going nowhere. I mean, the third match in, I'm like, dude, please give it to someone else. Now, as you see, you could say the same thing about Roman. Roman Reigns needs to drop those titles. But I'm a Roman Reigns mark right now. His face run was garbage.
Yeah.
2020 Roman Reigns, sign me up. He has put on main event, main event, main event, main event. You can't take this guy off the mountain. And now we're talking about the dumbest match in WWE history. And this is where I say this has been a terrible decision by Triple H. You really put in his third match in the company. I mean, you can stop me anytime. Logan Paul versus.
I'm actually, listen, I'm kind of excited for that. I think it's going to bring in a lot more people. And I
Yeah.
think where Triple H is at. He wants to bring in more people. Now, I'm given I might be the only one that thinks Logan Paul's going to win. A lot of people think he's probably going to get killed, but I actually think he's going to win. But however, is it for both of the titles, or is it just? It's probably for both the titles, isn't it?
I think. Okay, first of all, the WrestleMania match did not need to happen. I hate that they merged the two titles together.
But he did so good, man. Oh, you're talking about them. Yeah, that didn't need to happen. I hate that they did that too. But I think that it's all just part of the storyline, and Roman Reigns is eventually going to lose them. I hope that he loses them to Bray Wyatt, but I don't know who he's going to lose them to.
I'm thinking he's going to lose them to the Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah, I can see it too. I mean, Cody Rhodes, but doesn't Cody Rhodes just want the Intercontinental title? He's been wanting that his whole life, I'm pretty sure. No, it was a WWE. It was WWE champ.
Yeah, because his daddy held it. Good old Dusty Rhodes, baby. But yeah,
Shattered dreams.
But
I wanted to ask you something real quick. Do you think Bray Wyatt? Last thing on Bray Wyatt. I know we started talking about him a lot. Do you think he's going to be on both brands or just SmackDown?
Oh, that's. I mean, the draft has been canceled, I believe. So I'm thinking both for now. But God, I don't know.
I hope it's both, just strictly because I think that's what's bringing in a lot of the audience right now is him, and I think everyone's gonna want to watch him and see what other stupid, psychotic thing he's gonna do every night. So I think they'll put him on Monday and Friday. Now, if they put him on Friday, that's okay. I just don't like that because Friday's only a 2-hour show composed of 3 hours on Monday. But maybe they'll just give him a decent amount of time on Friday night at the end usually. But I don't know, man. It'll be exciting to see what happens. But I think we should move on to a different topic.
Here's a weird thing that I think will happen to Roman Reigns. Imagine this, guys. Roman Reigns loses it to Sami Zayn, the honorary Uce.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's not his actual thing. Darn.
No, but just imagine the face turn.
That's a good point that you bring up because you never actually know. That could absolutely happen.
Dude,
like, why does he want to be part of the bloodline?
I legit. Dude, okay, so this has been a gold mine of mine, but I wear this shirt because I am scared to death that he's gonna lose it. I am scared to death every time he wrestles against a great guy like Drew McIntyre. I was scared as hell.
Logan Paul, scared as hell. I bet Paul.
No, I mean, screw that,
Patrick.
Dude, Logan Paul will die at the hands of Roman Reigns.
I know, man.
I say it every single week on my Q&As as long as that match is being announced. November 5th. My paper for school is has to be turned in. Great. I get to turn in a paper on Logan Paul's funeral. Perfect.
That's a fun way of putting it, I guess.
And like I said to my buddy Marcos, this is probably going a little extreme, but we're talking about a thing after Extreme Rules, Logan Paul's body will be shipped home.
Oh man, I don't know. Let's see what else has happened in the WWE that you want to talk about before we end the show.
Dexter, I guess let's talk about the Triple H returns real quick. Besides Bray Wyatt,
Yeah, so Dexter Lumis,
Braun.
Brock Lesnar, Braun. You got Gallows and Anderson.
Oh, wait. Besides, okay, let's scrap that. Let's talk about the latest storyline: Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio. Where is this going?
Yeah, and you bring that up. That's a good point. Obviously, you and I have been talking about it. Dominic needs to be, I thought, by himself. You know, he would make a really good solo run. But no, they put him in the Judgment Day. And I think it's good for him, but it just hurts me every day and day in and day out. And I understand it's a storyline, but seeing Ray cry like that because he doesn't have his son back, I mean, it hurts, man. But I think where it's going is, yeah, go ahead.
We talk on Snap every Monday about it. Like last night, we talked about oh my God, what's gonna happen this week? Is Rey Mysterio finally gonna to put his son on over his knee and give him a spanking? No.
Hit me,
motherfucker! But no, Ray, grow some.
honestly, just do it, man. I understand you're just done, but come on, you got to do it. So I'm hoping this leads to what's the next big thing? Is it it's the thing in Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
Yeah,
Crown Jewel.
But
you might get something there.
I don't think that there's gonna be a match there. I'm thinking after everything, Rey Mysterio has to hit his son so bad that it scars him for life. And what's that Survivor Series? War Games. Where you're surrounded by a cage. Ray, if you don't put him over your knee in that steel cage, then they mess this storyline up. Legit. AJ Styles, Carlin Anderson, Rey Mysterio, Edge. There's your 4 versus Judgment Day. And probably Beth Phoenix with Rhea Ripley. But this is the way to get revenge. If you do a match at Crown Jewel, that's fine. That's exactly where Brock Lesnar and Trashley will be.
I like it, man. It's good. I didn't think about that, but yeah, I definitely knew that the OC was definitely going to be. See, because when I was watching, I was like, okay, here comes Gallows and Anderson, but it's still 4 versus 3, and I was thinking maybe someone else was gonna get revealed. But yeah, it's definitely Edge. I mean, the I Quit match doesn't mean that he's done forever, but I think they're gonna keep him out a couple of weeks, and then he's gonna come back and join up with the OC, and then they're gonna have a 4-on-4 match, tag team match.
I mean, the only reason why you would keep Edge out is because of Beth. I mean, legit, I thought she got killed. We all know this is like a storyline business, but I watched the Guerrero match with the Dudley Boys and JBL in 2004. My friend said, "Wait, you have his last match, right? In 2004? I'm saying he died in 2005. Right? Yeah, he died in 2005, but what about the match with JBL and crap like that? He literally had a heart attack, a storyline heart attack in the ring that night, and I thought Guerrero killed himself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man, but loving what Triple H has done, man. I'm not sure how long your videos usually go, but I've loved Triple H's return. Bray Wyatt. I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. Hopefully the Wyatt 6 is revealed. Hopefully before Crown Jewel. That'd be my guess. I don't know if he will be. Maybe they'll reveal. Maybe they won't even reveal any until Crown Jewel, which would be really messed up. I don't think they'll do that.
I mean, we all know what happened in Saudi Arabia to Bray Wyatt with Old Bird. So I hope to God that they get revealed either before Crown Jewel, because we all know what I just said against Oldberg and then Seth Rollins. Those matches. Yeah.
So who do you think Bray Wyatt is like going to be going after? A single person, or is he just going to be messing with the whole entire company?
I think the whole entire company, and after Logan Paul, God, Lord have mercy on my fucking soul. After Logan Paul, I think Bray Wyatt is gonna take the titles off Reigns, because who did Roman beat to win the titles? Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, yeah.
So it's about goddamn time. Do I think? Okay. I believe this is the date that he will become 1,000 days, which I can't believe. The 8th of February, 2023, he's going to become 1,000 days. Holy crap.
That's unheard of.
I hope to God, which he goes into WrestleMania 39, beats the hell out of The Rock, and then gets the title taken off. Because no one can beat him right now, and it is glorious.
I won't give in, I won't give in, I'm victorious. It's one of my favorite theme songs of all time.
Dude, no one can beat him. I mean, to end off this once in a lifetime. Who do you think is going to be okay? Besides our obvious answer, Bray Wyatt, who do you actually think will take the titles off Reigns? Or do you think he'll just vacate them and have to go do personal things? Because I do not want to see that happen. Because he is probably growing to the point where he'll have to leave. He works 365 days a year. And we all know what happened in 2018. He had to leave because of his cancer. I don't want him to vacate the titles because of that. I don't
think he's vacating the titles, but however, I will answer your question here one last time before probably have to end the show here. But what I'm gonna say is it's gonna be another member of the bloodline. I mean, you've seen Jay, you've seen what he's doing. He's not happy about anything right now. I would like to think either Jay or Sammy. The Sammy thing's got me thinking now. Like, why would he want to join out of the blue? Like, that's a good call, man. So I'm gonna go with someone in the bloodline. Paul Heyman. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God, I'm winning the title. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, the wise man is the Universal Champion. That's great. But I'm thinking it's Cody or The Rock or, okay, first of all, it has to be somebody big. Just like, I'm going back. Who ended Punk's reign at 434 days? The Rock. I hope it's not The Rock, but it has to be someone like that. Someone who brings in money. Bray brings in money now. Cody will have a bigger pop. Well, not the biggest pop, because the biggest pop went to Bray Wyatt. But that pectoral muscle from Hell in the Cell, he has to win the titles off that alone.
I think Rose will eventually win the titles. I mean, you don't just bring him back not to win the titles. Sucks he got injured, but I think that he plays such a big part in this company. I think he definitely wins back the title. Actually, just wins the title, not wins back it, but wins the title, man. But hey, listen, I had a blast doing this with you, man. It's been a long time coming. Hopefully, we can do some more. Maybe we'll get another video out when we figure out who Wyatt Six actually is.
Oh,
but,
yeah, do it.
But I had a blast, man. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, this has been Patrick from Porters Unboxings. This has been Ryan, and just talking about Bray Wyatt, Triple H, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul, the rivalry of Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio and Edge. And this has been Patrick from Porters Unboxings, and we're both out. Peace.